streaming. Facebook one's just starting. Oh. Where's the switcher? There, now we're on. We should be on. Come on, man. Put that on mute. So that's the actual YouTube live stream. Let's see. This one's not going yet. So let's wait till that one's going.
What, do I have to unmute it?
No, that you don't have to unmute. That's just the playback.
Oh, okay.
That's what's live on the. And then
once we hit record, you want to hit the space bar.
one thing I haven't shown you yet is that's your soundboard.
Oh.
So play, and then it'll go pause. This button is to stop it and put it right back to the start.
Okay.
So if you hit pause, you'll pick it up where it left off.
Okay.
But the best way to stop it is to go back. It'll go back to start.
But that one will just stop on its own.
Yeah. But you know what I mean. If you're in another one, so you can say
that was the record there.
Huh?
That was the record one. Looks like a record.
Yeah. And if you also tap on that one, you can see that there's a keyboard. The keyboard will control the soundboard.
Oh, okay. All I gotta remember to do is hit record once that other thing.
I got nothing right now.
Hold on a sec. XR18.
XR18.
There we go. Hello. Hello, hello. Oh, there we go.
Oh, I hear you.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
Radio voice.
Get it low.
I just want to see.
Low.
Is this going yet? How come this isn't working, man? Oh, good.
Hey, Pete. I got a zing in the back of your...
Connect streaming software. Go live. Just 1 second, dude. Oh. Start. Failed to stream. Let's modify here. Copy. There it is. All right. So now just go back to the phone. And
Just gotta do the recording one, right?
the recording was recording.
Oh, our audio one?
Audio one, yeah, it's been recording for a while.
Sweet.
So now all it is you just have to hit the space bar
Whenever you want to start.
whenever I'm set here, which my headphones are here. Hey.
There you are.
Okie dokie. We're in business. Take that screen down, Kevin. Is that too loud? Am I too loud?
Nope. No, you're good.
All right. I can adjust sound on the fly here, too, with this new setup, Beaver. It's like fancy schmancy. The first 400, we were going just like winging it, like we didn't even know what we were doing, just dicks in the wind, you know? Now, it's the real deal.
I really like how you're on a pedestal now.
Yeah, I like to look down at my show, you know? Like from my perch.
Yeah, from your perch.
From my perch. Yeah, there was a guy, I won't name him, but because it's a confidential thing when you do business with people.
Yeah.
Right? But this guy was like a big money bags kind of guy, you know? Real, like, guy thinks he's got a long dick, you know?
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. And I go into a meeting with him where I got to, like, get him to sign some papers or something. And the guy goes, he's got a desk that's like this. It's like on a stage almost, like his business desk or whatever. It's on
It's like a podium.
yeah. And so, and I sit on the other opposite side of his desk, and I sit in this chair. My head comes up to like, my nose is just at the top of his desk, you know, and he's towering this chair above me.
So you could see the agenda going in.
A real power move.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And so, like, I felt really uncomfortable as soon as I sat in that chair. So I stand right up, and I talk to him standing up.
Which I bet you nobody's ever done.
And now I'm a little bit higher than he is. Like a little bit higher than he is, you know?
Yeah.
Well, he's uncomfortable now. So now he's standing up behind his desk so he can be on a platform on top of me. Like it was a real fucking cock measuring contest, eh?
And yet he thought that he was adamant. Like this is like
It was all unsaid stuff. It was all
that's
just
what I mean. There was a conversation without a conversation.
Yeah, it's all like unconscious alpha bullshit, you know, of people that are just get this out. There's no other people here.
And yet it was to gain nothing. Like you were just trying to talk man to man.
Yeah. He must have read a book somewhere, like by Donald Trump or something, where it says,
like the Bosses for Dummies kind of book?
yeah, like I think, like
All hands stand tall.
Yeah.
like, and it tells you like, you got to assert your dominance, and then you'll be able to get what you want in business or whatever. It's all a bunch of fucking nonsense to me.
And yet it fucking...
Because it has the opposite effect on me.
Right.
Like I don't know if that's going to work on most people, but the kind of guy I am, when you're doing that bullshit, I can see it right away what's going on.
And you'd leave there thinking, I just got done talking to an asshole. Mm-hmm. Like, that's the perfect word, asshole. Like, I just got done talking to an asshole. Like, fuck. Like,
I was like, this guy's out of his mind. Like, he's got some sort of, like, fucking power problems or something like that. Like, he really wants to show...
And I don't care what the fucking smart, rich fucks of the world think. Like, there's no way that works. Like, truly works.
Like, how motivated were you to help them?
To assert your dominance? Like, fuck.
I got to tell you, unfortunately, Beaver, I think it does work.
Right. Well, in this day and age, it does.
Because I don't even think this day and age. I think it's like the old-fashioned, like, pimp and prostitute model, you know? Like there's like there are people who will be able to sense out weakness, or you know, people that are lacking something or looking for something, and they'll exploit that, you know, and they'll see that this person needs this well enough, then they'll do this. I think it's the same as like even like employers, like they push you as hard as they can.
As long as you're willing to be pushed. Too.
To see what you can get from you. Like, how much will this guy tolerate for the $100,000 I'll give him, you know?
But Pete,
like, we'll see how far we can push him until he breaks.
I think the people that act like that, though, are the ones that have never been in the trenches. Like, I don't think you know true success until you've been in the trenches.
I think sometimes, though, those people have been in the trenches and they forget.
Yeah, that too. You're right.
Like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, we were talking about it at the comedy club last night about even comedians and how there are comedians out there that look at the success of somebody else as something that they didn't get. You know, like
right.
if their friend was to get an opportunity, they would be like, that's an opportunity that should have been mine, you know? And there are other people that see their friends that get an opportunity and they're like, that's awesome that you got that opportunity, you know, like that's great for you.
Fuck, you worked hard.
You know, like I'm really happy for my friend, you know, who's doing well and who, if he does even better, will probably throw me a bone once in a while, you know, like give me a chance to do something cool with them or whatever. But that's not even why you do it. You just do it because you're all in this, you're all doing it. It's hard. If it happens for any of us something good, you should be happy for that person, you know? It has nothing to do with you. They're on their own path, doing their own thing. You're on your own path, doing your own thing. But there's people out there, Beaver. I think the difference, is that there's people out there who are confident in who they are and are just like a nice person.
Yeah.
And those people are going to be cool no matter what, you know? And they know that like what's good for one person is good for everybody, you know?
Right.
And there's other people who think that other kinds of people who think it's about them, and it's always about them, so that it's anything that happens to anybody is like anything good that happens for anyone is something bad that didn't happen for them, you know?
Yeah.
And that's this inward focused kind of like selfish shit. And I'd like to say it's people of today or whatever, but it was that way 30 years ago. There was assholes like that.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, who'd backstab everybody just for their own benefit, you know, who would like, well, that guy that I worked with at the co-op, he bankrupted the fucking co-op so that he would get bigger bonuses, you know? Like, that's a terrible thing.
Yeah.
You know, the people that just don't think about anyone but themselves, you know?
I still live with karma as a bitch.
Yeah. That's what I think. You know, if you're being a decent person to other people, and then you'll notice, like, if you go around being a dick, people are not nice to you.
No.
Like, they're like...
It's a lonely road to the end.
Yeah, they're not happy to see you. They don't want to be associated with you. They're hostile towards you sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Then you probably turn that inward too. You're like, yeah, it's their problem.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah,
they're fucking idiots.
Yeah.
It's true too, because you can't really win. All you can really do is just do your own thing, and then when you see somebody else that's doing something that upsets you, just think like, holy crap, what this person must have to deal with all day long being them, you know? Like, if I'm bugging them so much, just sitting here telling dick jokes to my friends, you know? I don't see what's wrong with that. Anyways, a little philosophy to start this show today.
Yeah, why not, eh?
Yeah.
Educational program.
Yeah. You know what? This is a touching show because I got such nice messages from the 400th that I really am looking forward. It's a nice somber start, I think. And so I'm gonna start this with a joke right after we do this thing. You know this thing, Kev?
Heard of it?
What do we call it?
Yeah, let's go back to that electronic theme song, fellas.
Let's do it.
Oh. Thank you, Beaver. Woo! And thank you, everyone. Hi, welcome to the Dutch Hall. We are here in the pool shed in Pine Grove, Ontario. We still got the old remnants of the 400 show. There's certain things that still remind us of it, but we're pretty much back to normal.
We got Pool Shed 2.0.
Yeah. What we're doing is upping it. I said the first 400 was really just us getting our feet wet. But now we got KleenFlo back. We got a nice new sponsor in KleenFlo. You know, there's going to be some merch coming in.
It's like being in the NHL and signing a new contract.
Oh yeah.
And
Kev?
Yeah, we had to. You know, Beaver's going to be soon on the shelf. We're going to lose Beaver.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Oh, I didn't even. Let me do the introductions before I get into this. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a great show. What we have is the All-Star cast, season 8 and now season 9, solidified. And it's what I call the dream team, right? Really? Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce to you the man behind the new console, Kevin Fingers Van Dungeon.
Found it.
Wow, hot crowd.
Found it.
Hot crowd came out of nowhere. Where were you in the opening crowd?
They were lost.
And also sitting here in his red chair, right where he belongs, by a cracked window so he can smoke, Derek, the Beaver Van Hooten, everyone.
Yeah.
Woo! Wow, that girl in the back is wild.
She's heard about him.
She just threw her panties up there.
I think she did.
And me, I'm your host and two-time President's Club Award winner, Pete Van Dyke. Whoa. Whip them out, lady.
I think we got a groupie.
Oh, and abrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know how to quiet.
They're scared.
What I did was I just kind of raised my one finger a little bit, then I stop. That's what I do. I have this crowd in the palm of my hands today, Kevin. It's amazing. No, what I want to say was, who was I talking to when I got sidetracked before I did the introductions? Remember? Come on, who can remember our show? It happened a minute ago. It was, I don't remember.
Oh, you're putting me on the shelf.
Oh, yeah, you're going on the shelf. No, I'm not putting you on the shelf. You have tobacco. Your baby tobacco is going to eventually need your care.
Yeah.
Right? There's going to come a day where planting is going to take priority.
Yeah.
And then those goddamn plants are going to grow. And then you're going to grow all kinds of plants, Beaver.
Well,
you're a farmer is who you are.
I'll take a little hiatus for a week or two, and then...
I know you'll be back, but it's like I'm saying, we got to prepare for your absence.
Yeah.
But also we care about you.
That's right.
So we have to fatten you up as well to get you ready for this.
I know, yeah.
Nice.
I actually, you know what's funny you said that? So tonight I got a couple employees of mine coming from down south. They're coming up.
Oh, yeah.
And so I went to get them some food just to get them going for breakfast in the morning before they go get groceries. And I went and seen Miss Rosie over at the old Kick.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
She loves me. I'm her favorite customer.
Really?
Yeah.
Every time I go there, she gives me a nice bag of melons.
Really?
No pun intended.
She does have big melons,
Yeah.
Rosie.
And then she gives me some drinks that are intended to enhance your erectile benefits.
Oh.
Well, Mama Joanna?
Yeah, well, because everything.
Oh, seriously? Or is it
It's called. What is it called? It's called like Mama Was or something.
Oh, yeah, Mama Joanna.
Yeah, and great. It's like a vanilla tasting drink.
I got some.
Yeah, they're awesome. And,
It doesn't really work, though.
No, but in their heads it does. Like in their minds it does.
That's all you need sometimes.
She's like, oh, Derek, you grabbed, like, I'm grabbing stuff for them, and she's like, she's making me a separate bag, eh?
Yeah.
And then I go to pay, and she's, oh, take that out. This is for Derek.
Really? You have that good a relationship with
Oh,
Rosie?
wow.
And not only me, she's like, and I got some treats for your son.
Oh.
I got some, you try the cheese balls. Try the cheese balls for your boy. I know he likes cheese.
She could do such a good business there.
She does do a good business.
Does she? Because she always says she doesn't want to do it.
She is a full-time grocery store there, man. I wish I took a picture.
Oh,
It
really?
is full bore.
She's going good then, eh?
I'm
glad because her
when-
food's good too.
When I'm in there, I feel like I'm in Ocho Rios, Jamaica.
It's true. Eh? You go in, you're like you're in another place altogether.
You know what I had? She gave me a nice bun.
Really?
A nice bun, nice spice bun.
Nice.
I left there. She's like, this is for a snack for later.
I love it. No, she was always good to me. But one time she was thinking, like, I don't want to go through any of this trouble, so I'll just, maybe this guy wants to go through all the trouble. And then she was like, she wanted to, like, rent me the whole place for my comedy show, which I was doing for nothing. I was like, you could sell the booze and the food, and I'll just, like, get the tickets, right? And then she says, like, something like, why don't you do the whole thing, rent the whole place, and she wanted, like, it was going to be, like, something like 10 grand or something. Like, it was ridiculous, the amount of price. I was like, there's no way in a million years I could ever make that back in that one night, you know? Like, she didn't understand the economics of my business.
Well, she just throws numbers out there, eh? So today,
Yeah.
she's throwing stuff in the bag. Hey, Derek, you are looking like you gained some weight over the winter. I'm like, oh, thank you. And she's like, we had to keep some meat on your bones.
That's why your wife free stuff, walking around being skinny.
Yeah, she's like, your wife will like it. And
Here's some dick juice.
yeah. But hey, she cooks a mean dinner.
She is a really good cook. Man.
Oh man. And like every year we get harvest party from her. Harvest party we'll get her. I'll be like, hey, cook me a meal. And then she'll come at me with like as like $500, and I'm like, whoa, Miss Rosie, like, whoa, the fuck on here, like you. But you know what though? She could, like, there's so much food.
Yeah.
Like I asked her,
it really is. It's not that big. Like, that is kind of what it is to get a staff dinner.
Yeah,
It is. We did it too, because I've had to buy staff dinners before, and you're like, what? It's like, I wouldn't be, maybe not 500.
When you figure it out per dinner,
it's probably like $400 for 10 people, you know?
Yeah, so it's $40.
Like $40 a plate, right?
$40 a plate. Well, and it makes sense. She's got to make some money. So I asked her last year to make me like the guys wanted this and that. I'm like, you guys pick the menu, and I'm like, hey guys, I want some fucking dumplings and I want some chicken soup. And so she's like, I'm like, just make me a bowl of.
You
chicken.
know what I like about you? You know what you like.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, and he goes for what he likes in life. Right?
So I'm like, just make me a bowl of soup. I'm like, it's just for me. No one else said they wanted soup, so I'll just take a soup. Okay, Derek. Yep, no problem. Yeah, I think a 10-gallon fucking pot of fucking soup. I'm like, oh, like I didn't ask for that.
She wanted to thicken you up.
Oh, did she ever? Like, as in, like, the fish skeleton is in the soup. And you would think, oh, my God, that's disgusting. No, it's fucking delicious.
Yeah, I know. And it's the best when you put the bones in the soup because you get all the marrow.
Yeah, and then my guys are picking the food up, and what do? Drop a whole tray of dumplings on the ground. Wow. I'm like, guys, what the fuck? Like,
that's what I wanted.
I just paid $500 for the fucking meal, right?
Yeah, ground dumplings.
Yeah, and they're like, Derek, no problem, man. There's 3 more trays of dumplings. I'm like, what? We still couldn't finish them.
Really?
And they dumped a whole tray on the ground. They're like, Derek, we had to kick it in the bush. Like, they're like, we felt so bad we had to hide it from Miss Rosie.
Oh, that's funny.
Because she gave you these tin trays, right? Well, the fucking dumplings are like a pound a piece, right? You know what I'm talking about.
Did they kick it in the bush at her place?
Yeah.
Jesus, well, she's going to figure it out.
Sure,
That's the part, the short-sightedness sometimes of those guys.
Yeah.
I was like,
Fat fucking raccoons.
you know, you're going to stay doing the manual labor. You're not going to be moving up to maybe driving a truck.
Yeah.
Until you can figure out.
Until you can figure it out. Hold the tray.
Yeah. Take the garbage, put it in a bag, move it from Rosie's place, and then she won't know.
Then she won't know.
But when you just put it under one of her bushes in the springtime when she's cleaning up her leaves, those cocksuckers dropped a plate of my dumplings.
Oh, yeah.
You know, bumbu-ras. Right?
Oh, man.
I do love Jamaican food, though. It's one of my favorite foods.
One of my favorite foods.
You know what's really weird is because we had Jamaican guys we had Jamaican guys that came and worked on our farm when I was real young. Mm-hmm. I was probably about 13 or 14. 14. Yeah, 14. They lived in our house the first year, and then they were terrible cooks. Terrible cooks.
Really?
Oh yeah, they burn everything. They always fried everything in oil way too much, and then everything thick layers of grease on everything. Is your bunkhouse like that?
Oh, they have, at the end of the year, you can scrape the grease with a putty knife.
Yeah. It's because none of those guys have cooked one day in their entire life.
They haven't.
Until, it doesn't matter if you got like a 40-year-old guy or a 20-year-old guy. None of them have ever cooked.
Mama did it.
And then, because they live with their 3 generations of family, right? So they have grandma, mom, and sisters and aunts, and everyone is cooking. Girlfriend. But no men cook, you know.
So of all the guys, then there's the bad cooks. So they all think they're great at everything, and then there's the bad cooks, and it's like, oh fuck, here we go. Like the countertops are fucked after 2 years. The stoves, they'll take a fucking coiled stove, like the coil burners.
Yeah.
Burn I went in there last week, and the coiled burner was held up. You know how there's a dish that holds the coil up?
Yeah.
It was held up by fucking 2 butter knives.
Yeah.
They just stick them underneath.
Everything's cooked on Incinerate?
Incinerate, and then it's on Incinerate for about 4 to 6 hours a day.
One of my favorite stories was we had go out in the morning 5:30, pick up the crew. We just honk the horn on the truck, and then the guys would come out of the bunkhouse, and we'd go out to the field, right? So the one day we honk the horn and they come out, everyone but one, right?
Oh shit!
And then all of a sudden you see Earl come out. He's wearing a Lacoste sweater. Yeah. You know, it's a little chilly morning, and the sweater is smoking.
No way!
It's smoking. Right, and
Kev, you have no idea. This is not out of the ordinary.
There's burn marks in the sweater that is smoking,
and panic is on this guy's face, probably heavy.
Yeah, because there was just a fire in the kitchen because he hung his sweater in the oven.
Yeah,
to dry it off,
to warm it up in the morning because it's a cold morning, right? He said, "I'm going to toast it up nice and warm, man."
It's funny how you said that. I had a guy do that. He put it in the oven.
Yeah, and it set on fire, and then the three guys came out pretty fast in front of the first guy, I think, because they were trying to distance themselves.
They want because they don't tattle on each other.
No.
It's not possible. And it's nobody's fault.
Those guys are pissing their pants laughing, though, when you come out smoking.
I would be laughing.
Yeah, well, it's so funny. The thing is that a lot of times we make a judgment unfairly to these Jamaican guys because we think it's the whole country of Jamaica.
Yeah, but
you know?
it's not.
It's not. It's the fact that you're getting a lot of times young men, right?
Yeah.
So it would be like if you went in your 20s, even if a bunch of us and our friends in our 20s went on a work abroad program to Ireland or to Australia.
There's gonna be a bad apple in the crew.
There's going to be a bad apple in the crew. There's going to be a lot of us, even the good ones of us, doing really stupid things because we're young men in our 20s.
Right, exactly.
Right? And that's really what it is that, like, there's a lot of young guys. We'll say, like, hey, these guys, like, they're out there banging everything. Yeah, they're in their 20s. Like, that's what people do when they're in their 20s, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's the sort of, we make the judgment because they're from a different place. But if we really look at them, they're just like young men usually.
They're exactly
because usually
like
the old guys that are coming over,
right? They're good.
Are like they're like old guys here because they're humans.
Right.
Sorry to spoil it. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
But it's because of the way that we're exposed to people from their culture is that we're only exposed to the demographic of the type of people that come from the place that would go to another country to do. Labor to improve their life, and they're young usually, and they're ambitious, and they're kind of like horny and stupid, and they're more likely to drink and do drugs, and because that's what young people do. You know?
Right.
You even think about like how young celebrities get picked on. Like if you dropped $100 million in my lap,
yeah,
I'm gonna fuck up a time or two.
You're gonna be an idiot, especially with cameras following you everywhere.
And you're going to say the wrong thing every now and then. That's why people judge all that shit. I don't at all. They're fucking normal. They just got a shitload of money.
Yeah. They're just doing what we want to do.
Right.
All their money.
And they don't have to get up in the morning like we have to.
And nobody's saying no.
Beaver, your wife loves a lot of that pop culture stuff, right?
Oh, yeah.
So like Britney Spears, Does she follow the Britney stuff?
Oh, yeah. She's following all that shit. She's fucking, she's having a little kidlet now.
What? Yes, that is what I was going to bring up. Is this? I want to bring up the subject of of her having a baby.
Another one.
Okay, so what happened was she was fucking her dad was her like fucking.
They call it like steward, conservator or something.
Conservator.
Yeah.
So more or less, he was the prison. He was the prison fucking owner, and she was the prisoner.
Yeah, well, like basically, you're saying like you have to be like a child for the rest of your life because you're not trusted to
make decisions,
and usually it's because you're not trusted to harm yourself,
right?
And it's usually in situations where somebody is going to like harm themselves, like attempt suicide or something that's just going to be harmful.
Right.
So then they
jammed an IUD up her and said, "You will do what we say for the rest of your life,"
which is kind of. Yeah, and then they said you could. Yeah. So she really just wanted to have a baby. Like you can't have babies.
Got two though, right?
And
she has two teenagers now, but they're.
This was after,
but they're taken away from her too. They let the dancer take care of her. I feel bad talking about this like gossipy. I feel like I don't know this woman. It seems like it's not my business, but the story that's being told publicly is this. Is that and so she's anyways, the point is, though, when I do see of the woman, the way she's being portrayed, she doesn't seem like, she's thinking the whole thing through,
Right.
Like, it's like if you hold a baby and you're like, oh, I'd really like a baby, and then you get sick of the baby, then what happens to the baby, right? The baby's still alive.
Well, I think she's been held in captivity for so long, in rich captivity for so long, that now she's free and is like, I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want now.
Yeah, and that's one of the things she wants to do. And I mean, I don't want to take away a person's freedom. It's like there's a lot of terrible parents that are having babies, you know, there's no question about that. You can't say you can have a baby and you can't have a baby, you know, like if it's as simple as you put your dick in something and then something grows and then it's a baby, you know, like that's how it works.
I just thought it was awesome. The second it was over, she started posting all these like 3/4 naked pictures online.
And she wanted to get her before her body went to shit from the baby or whatever she was saying.
I think so.
And she's like, I want to show it what still looks good. Yeah, that makes sense. I'd do the same thing.
So would I.
If I was going to have a baby, yeah. I was actually thinking about that.
As a guy, I'd do it.
Yeah. On Tuesday, I'm doing a show, all college kids, like 20 years old. And I'm thinking to myself, all these kids are never going to look better in their whole life. Like, this is as good as they're going to look. They don't even appreciate it, you know? And if you're going to jerk off online or whatever you're going to do, this is the time to do it. You look good. You're handsome. You got a six-pack or whatever. If you're a dude, if you're a girl, you got nice perky tits.
Yeah, but they do these days because it's a big thing for dudes to send dick pics apparently now.
Oh, I know.
Like
they'll say too, like girls will send a picture to, like I know this from I have nephews, and the girls will send pictures or send messages like send a picture of your abs. Send a picture of they want to see like some of your stomach.
Look at these bumps on my belly.
And like my one nephew's like, I don't want to do that. Like I don't want to take a picture of my stomach. And then he's like, I'll just do a little bit. You know? He's like, but like I mean, it's a weird thing because like for us, that's none of women ever talk to us. You know, they're not like text us. But it's so visual now. Even like
it's
the whole dating
is digitally visual.
Yeah, and the whole dating process even like are mostly based on the apps, you know. And then you're just swiping left or right based on I like the look of this person.
Right.
You're not reading the fucking profile on Tinder, you know. Like you're just looking at the picture, yes or no.
I would want to get into the details.
Yeah, if I was serious about looking for,
I would want to get into the details because I would. Like, the fucking coolest women would be the ones that throw, like I wouldn't want to hear, like, I love dogs and I like going for the long walks on the beach. No, I want to hear the fucking crazy shit you like to do. Yeah. No?
I don't know. That's a good question. What am I looking for?
Are you looking for traditional fucking, you know, I like, this would be my best first date, all that bullshit? No, I want to hear about the crazy shit.
Well, I got like her first date's got to be something crazy, you know. If she says my ideal date is to deep throat a hot dog and then have some anal sex, and then you're like, oh, all right,
but I'll be honest with you, Pete. I would never want to be with a woman that is even describing the picture perfect first date. It shouldn't be fucking scripted.
What?
No.
It shouldn't be scripted.
So if she said like, I just want to just
they should
whatever the fuck
their
happens.
their description should be like because then it puts you on your toes and you got to get creative and this and that. Not fucking this is what she said, so that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, pick me up.
Pick
me up.
You know
Let's
what I mean?
see where it goes.
Okay,
yeah.
I
like that.
I have a game then for you fellas. Right. I'll give you 3 descriptions. Right, and you have to pick which girl you pick. Okay, from their profile descriptions. Okay?
I like this game.
Okay, first profile is,
First, you got to describe the woman.
No, do I have to see the picture too?
No, just describe the woman.
Well, how does it go? Tell me, tell me the format.
I'm guessing you got to go like hair color, fucking.
I've never even been on one of these.
Neither have I. You got to go like describe the person first.
Okay. Well, let's say I want them all to be equal though.
Oh,
so the description is what we're judging on.
It's generic. Okay.
So everyone will be like a 28-year-old,
blonde hair, blue eyes,
just like you like them, big tits, just like you like them. All right. Okay, but this is the description.
So it's our ideal.
Yeah.
To look at.
So you're taking that out of the equation.
Yep.
Okay. You
already think she's hot.
Yeah, everyone's equally hot. It's only the description on what you're going to pick, okay? 28-year-old loves to have a good time, loves kids, time on the boat, and another thing that these type do? And
adventurous.
yeah, let's just say what the fuck do these guys do?
She does CrossFit.
Yeah, CrossFit.
Oh,
okay.
Okay.
Let's say that, and then
So there's
B. B. Okay. This one is
relaxed.
yeah. She goes looking for a nice, looking 28-year-old looking for a nice person to spend time with. Likes to open for any type of experience as long as the Leaf game's not on. Right? That's 2. And then 3 is a 28-year-old a career woman, loves yoga, pole dancing, and cats. Right?
I'm picking D.
All 3 you are against.
I'm
like
fucking
any of them?
Which one do you think's the most psycho?
A.
A is, yeah. A's
A is. But close second is C.
C, eh?
Close second is C because
Problematic.
cat lady. You just said it.
The cat, better than horse.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
no,
Horse
but,
is the worst.
No, but if they're all about if they're describing themselves and they need to bring an animal into it, that means that they prioritize the animal over themselves.
What about kids, though?
Nobody likes kids.
No, but kids is something that needs
Liar.
to be a one-on-one conversation.
But she said the first one said, loves kids.
You know what's funny about that? Does she have kids? Because everybody loves kids, so they have them.
No, I think that the only time you put that you love kids in your profile is when you have them.
Oh,
you don't actually love them.
No.
You just want everyone to know you have them. So you better like
very good.
kids
Very
too.
That's what I mean by it needs to be a one-on-one conversation during the date.
Because I was thinking of a
Not
girl
during
that's
the day.
saying, I like kids, but she doesn't have any. And you're like, yeah, you like visiting your nieces and nephews.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
They fuck off,
Yeah.
and everything's good.
Which is actually the girl outside of that one question, that one comment. You'd think that's who she is, but then she said, "I asked if you like kids." When she springs it on you later.
You know,
I don't want to watch it with you.
yes. Thank you for saying that.
Oh, you don't want to watch it with her, even though she's a huge Leaf fan.
That was my turnoff from her.
I want to watch the game with my buddies
Or alone.
or alone.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, when I was like, oh, God damn it. She sounds nice, except I got to watch hockey with her? Fuck,
Yeah.
that's my time.
Yeah.
Because every person, like I would come with a quirk. Every person comes with their quirk, right?
I see guys. I see it go both ways though. There's girls that I knew them before they were with their guy, and they didn't seem like sports fans.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, their guy really loves the Eagles or whatever, and then they're wearing Eagles jersey with their husband, and they're watching games on Sunday with them.
Yeah, but see, you get that you got to give them the benefit of the doubt for that because they're trying.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's those girls who are, but their husbands are happy that they're taking an interest. Do you think? Or no, they're
No,
not.
I think
Hey.
their husbands are happy. Just for me, I'm just like, how about we do our own thing?
Yeah,
Right.
but you can be a supporter from the sidelines,
Sure.
right?
And it's
My
nothing
wife-
against
Like
women.
like my brother-in-law is a heavy Packers fan, and my wife has
Heavy
my
Packers.
sister has a Packers jersey and knows nothing about the sport.
Oh, she's just doing it just so you can play along.
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah,
play along all you want.
Like when guys say, I'm going to get my wife golf lessons that love to golf, like guys that love to golf, I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you thinking? That's your 3 hours.
No, but sometimes though, like a 1 in 20 rounds of golf,
Yeah.
if you go with like another couple,
Yeah.
it could be a fun outing.
Yes.
To be honest, I enjoy golf with my wife more than golf
Really?
with dudes. Yeah, because, and I'll tell you that's the truth, because we're the same skill level.
Oh, okay.
And
that's all right though.
And then so we were actually able to golf good games. When I go out with my friends, I suck.
Oh, I suck too.
Yeah, and then I'm always feeling like I'm less of a man.
Yeah, but Pete, I've golfed with you many times, and you worry too much about your talent instead of the fact of
we're having a good time.
Yeah, because you are having a good time.
I know,
but subconsciously you're worried about your talent.
Yeah,
and nobody gives a fuck.
I know, no one cares at all. I know that's what I mean. I'm always self-conscious around, especially in situations around sports, because I don't feel like I ever.
Well, it's your instinct to think it's a cockfight, right?
Yeah.
It's your instinct to have who's walking around with the biggest dick, right? And really, we all got a bunch of fucking dicks. Like
this is coming from Beav, though. Do you know what this is actually? This is a fact about Beaver, right? Beaver, I've golfed with him a bunch of times, and I've never seen him wear anything but like sandals, or bare feet.
Yeah, I don't need this.
And he crushes it, dude. He crushes it.
I got a big hammer when it comes to that.
Like, he really does. He has none of the proper gear or nothing. Like
nothing.
He should. Have you ever tried golf shoes and seen if it
when
helped?
I was a kid, and so golf shoes are hard shoes, and the knuckles on your feet, on your ankles, sorry, it like digs.
Oh,
and I'm like, okay, so Kev,
you need golf sandals. They have them though, don't they?
I think by now they probably do.
Yeah.
But like, if you looked at me on a statistics sheet, I would follow zero guidelines of he can golf.
Right. It's just like trainers and physical experts around
I'm
the world
like
wondering like how Phil Kessel's a
Kev. I'm like the Tom Brady of golf.
It's crazy when he goes out, because I think his dick acts as a counterbalance to the swing.
You know what I mean by I don't.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Tom Brady. I mean, like, when they showed his picture in the fucking
specimen.
Yeah, when they showed his picture in the fucking golf combine or in the NFL combine, and they were like, "That's going to be the greatest player of all time." No.
Yeah.
He was drafted really low, wasn't he?
No, he's drafted. I think he's like 3rd, 4th, 5th round.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, you wouldn't expect Tom Brady in the 5th round. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant low drafting means like top 10.
Oh, well, anyways, he wasn't like first rounder or nothing. What you'd expect.
No.
A good guy like that.
No. So I can swing the fucking club.
You're just like Phil Kessel.
Yeah. And I'll have a hot dog at the fucking turn.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I have many times.
10 beers, just cranking the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Golf's super fun when you don't care.
Yeah, you don't care. It's so much fun. So, Kev, we do every year. We got this golf day we call Farmers and Friends Golf Day. And it's fucking awesome.
I'll bet.
We fucking go the last Monday in June every year.
Yeah.
We fucking we have to get a new golf course every time
Kicked off.
Well, most times because we get kicked out. The last time we got kicked out is because
it was horseshit.
I got we got kicked out actually after the round.
Yeah.
So what we do is we go play 9,
Yeah.
and then we go to the clubhouse and we con them into fucking ordering steaks, and we all barbecue our own steak.
Yeah.
Because back in the day, we used to go to the Knights of Columbus in Delhi to the steak do. That's how it all started. My dad, John Van Dyke, and Joe Borges started this.
Oh, yeah, Joe Borges, too.
Joe Borges, too. Yeah, the three of them started it, and then it became a big escapade. And fucking... So then the Knights of Columbus ended, so we were like, fuck, we still want to have steak. So... we fucking conned the golf course into fucking ordering steaks. So anyways, we fucking mixed so me and Botch fucking figure it out every year and work it out. And fucking I messed the number up by fucking like 3 guys. Well, there was fucking 18 or no, there was 20 some of us.
Yeah.
I think there was 24 and they ordered 27 steaks.
Oh.
So they fucking charged my Visa. It was like an extra for the steak dinner. It was an extra $50 a guy, plus the golf round or whatever. They charged my Visa for those 3 guys that weren't there. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, no, like Like, sorry. He's like, well, what am I going to do with these steaks? What am I going to do with these steaks now? And this guy was a fucking manager at a course. It's like, dude, what are you going to do? You didn't pay for them. It's your, you didn't pay for them. Just keep doing your job. Just like me and you you were talking your story about before the show.
Yeah, do the right thing.
Just do the right thing. You have nothing to lose, nothing to gain. That's not how you run business. It's like, dude, you're a fucking dick, man.
They were dicks of the year before to us, too.
Yes, and we kind of we just let it go. We did our thing, and they let us by. So this time, we finally had enough. And our good buddy, fucking Kevin Dyke, was like, what just happened, Derek? I'm like, I just got fucking charged for 3 steaks, and I didn't even get them. Well, my uncle's like, you what? My uncle's in the back kitchen, fucking, give me them fucking steaks. Right?
And a potato.
We fucking, and a baked potato, and you're right. And fucking, and so Kev goes up to the fucking front.
Messing with Dutch people about fucking what money we've already spent is a mistake every time. You're going to go down with that ship.
Yep. We just, between all of us.
If you just said, I got to spend $150 for stuff that I didn't get, that you better be damn fucking sure I'm going to this kitchen and getting my shit.
Right.
You know?
And we had already spent like a couple grand between everybody. I was probably lowballing it, a couple grand. We spent a lot of money. Like, we're buying from the beer cart all day long.
A lot of people and all the fees and like it adds up.
Adds up. And then so then Kev's like, what the fuck, man? But hey, they went toe to toe. And then all of a sudden Kev comes back and he's like, man, we got to leave. We got to leave right now. Because the cops are on their way. So that was the last, and then we hit COVID. So we missed fucking 2 years. But
has it been 2 years since the last one?
Yeah, man. And guess what's happening this year?
What?
We're fucking having the tournament.
You know which course we're at yet?
No, because we got to find a new one. That was
our
last one. Woodside's a potential. We've been to Woodside.
Different owners, though.
Yeah, different owners now. So, so we went to...
They don't remember us.
Yeah. So we went to Woodside.
Some Ukrainian guy, and he's a huge drunk. And I met him. He's a nice guy.
Well, this might be good.
Yeah, I think he's be good for us. He might actually like our type.
So, Kev, the last time we were at Woodside Greens in Delhi, fucking just outside Delhi, our good buddy, fucking his name will be concealed, but he got fucked over by the owner one time.
At Delhi?
Yeah, Woodside.
Oh.
And...
So the guy used to own it.
And he's like my dad's age. And my dad was sitting in his pickup after the round. And he decided to do like the biggest burnout ever in the parking lot of a golf course.
I was hoping it was going to be on a green, but...
No, like we're fucking...
No, but it wasn't like they took care of anything on the course that day. Like they really did shit on every aspect of it. The people... At that time, he owned like a tobacco company and they were waiting on some money. Oh. And so he was... like there were a lot of people that made the owner of this course the root of that problem, and they wanted to make them feel their pain.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was some really funny old men acting out. Like it was
it wasn't the young guys. Like we were the good ones.
The young guys were just sitting there watching these old guys do crazy shit all day long.
Yeah.
That's the best.
My uncle does some funny stuff in golf courses when we play in family tournaments. Where but they're terrible to the golf course, you know. But like where you fill up the hole with sand, so when the next group comes along and they can't even get their ball in the hole.
So it's just like good old fun shit. Like it's not like it's
stuff.
It's just fun jokes. Yeah. You're not fucking shit up. You're just fucking
wrecking the course a bit.
Fucking with people.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a fucking day. And then we usually
drunk golf is what is fun.
Yeah.
And every other kind of golf that isn't drunk, stupid golf, I don't get. I don't know why anyone would want to do it. And I think if one golf course would have the fucking balls to stand up one day and say, my course is a drunk course.
Yeah.
I want you to come in here and fucking use your driver on the green. I want you to take a piss in the cup, you know, like do the stuff that drunk golfers do.
As long as you don't permanently fuck shit up.
Like, what do you mean?
Like, fucking...
Can I drive my golf cart through the forest?
Yeah, but, like, what I mean is like, well, people have been kicked off courses for that.
I know.
Yeah.
It's awesome, though.
Yeah.
You go off-roading in a golf cart where you just, go right into the bush and then pop out wherever it ends up. Like, you don't know how steep that thing is at the other end of the thing.
Pete, you remember when fucking I think it was Feth and Greg Bow were going reverse downhill full tilt and did a reverse 180 in a golf cart. It was fucking sick. It was right out of like Gymkhana.
Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, right, Dukes of Hazzard.
Me and Charles one time were playing Nanny Coke before it was Greens of Renton, and it was all you can golf till dark. You know,
yeah.
so they would be like, you just keep golfing until dark. So we're golfing and we're pushing it. You know, like it's get pretty dark, and we get to this point where there's a really steep hill to go down in our golf cart, and I'm like flying, and we start to kind of skid a bit, and Dave panics and jumps out of the car.
Oh, he bailed?
Yeah, and he's rolling down the hill because he thinks we're going to flip or whatever. Oh, man, I don't know what the end of that story was, other than that it was really funny to watch him roll down the hill. He beat the cart down the hill. Like, he beat the cart down the hill. Anyways, we've done a couple of things where we've really fucked golf carts up. And actually, my Uncle John, didn't he really wreck a golf cart one of those tournaments, historically? I think that's a legend now, maybe. But maybe I'm getting stories mixed up. He didn't? Was there ever a story where guys messed a golf cart up? Oh, it was somebody else. Okay. There was a guy. Okay. Yeah, it's funny, though. Those older guys are always the ones that are getting into trouble. You think they're like, they're slowing down.
Yeah,
but
no young guys ever wrecked a cart.
No, but I thought it was my Uncle John, but it wasn't my Uncle John. It was Brinker. Mm-hmm. Yeah, anyways, that's funny. I got in. We did it at a resort one time. We were going for when I was a banker, and they sent us this resort up in the Muskokas for a conference. And this one guy that worked there says, "Hey, my parents own a golf cart company, so I have master keys for a lot of different kinds of golf carts."
Oh shit!
I brought them up.
Nice.
And so we stole the golf carts from the resort late at night, and we were booting around the property, like the resort, with the golf carts, and the security guys were driving trucks trying to catch us, you know? And it was fun. But we did get caught because the one guy was wearing like a construction vest because they were doing a sketch or something, and he was one of the village people kind of thing.
Nice reflective vest.
And the reflective vest and helmet on it got us caught. We're hiding behind a bush with a fucking reflective vest. This was a manager. I was like, "Are you fucking out of, like, are you an idiot? Like, come on, dude."
That's a manager.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't get it based on merits. Especially, and drunken, everyone's the same. It's a great equalizer.
Have you ever been golfing and not had like a story afterwards? Like there's always gonna be a story. Or a situation because like everybody just lets loose on a golf course.
Well, it depends. If you're going with your wife for like Friday night golf and it's a nice night out, you're going to have a dinner, go out for dinner after or before or something, then golf 9 holes. Then probably not much of a story, you know. It was an excellent garlic bread or whatever. That's the best story.
But then you probably get laid after.
Well, man, maybe.
So there's always
that would be great, you know. That would be a good story.
Because your wife.
This is a good, but that might not be a good story either. It's a great. That's one of those you had to be there. Because if I go, "Hey, Beaver," I put my penis inside my wife.
After we played around at 9.
I did 9 holes, then I went home. I put my penis right inside of her. I just kept going in and out of her. Her vagina was lubricated somehow with her own juices. And then probably, like, I don't know, 5-10 minutes. Who fucking cares? It might have been 30 seconds. I just squirted all kinds of chowder into her. Right?
Chowder.
Is that a good story?
Great story.
It's pretty much every time, right?
Great experience.
Yeah. Actually, it is a pretty good story. I would hear if you told me that story about.
I'd be like, you just had a good night.
Yeah, like you could describe having sex with your wife, Beaver, and like don't be like not a specific time, but like try to tell me a fake story of banging your wife in a boring way, and it's still going to be exciting.
Right.
Because I'm just imagining Julie naked.
Right. Exactly. And it's just a great thought. It's an automatic. It's like in cartoons, butterflies are flying and someone's thinking.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
Huh?
It's like, it's just gives you a good smile.
Yeah.
Picturing someone else's wife naked. Yeah, it does give you a good smile.
time.
Who says you shouldn't covet your neighbor's wife? Huh?
I think about my wife naked all the time.
Yeah, I do. I think you wrote about your wife naked all the time too. I don't actually, Beaver. I don't. I respect your bond. I would never want anything to come between that. I look at Julie only as a woman of my utmost respect because you married her. But as soon as you guys are done, no, I'm just kidding.
The second it happens, I better know.
No. I have to go into a segment that we do on this program because the 400th episode, some people reached out to us.
Yeah, this would be a good one.
In a segment that we call Feedback. We got feedback.
We got feedback. It's feedback. It's
Motherfucking feedback. Welcome to Feedback. We got feedback. This episode is brought to you by our friends at KleenFlo. KleenFlo's back again. If you'd like to go to cleanflow.com, look out their full product selection, and you can find their products at really stores everywhere. I think they're at Canadian Tire. They're at Walmart's. You'll see KleenFlo products.
You can search them on Google too.
Oh yeah, they got their own website. You can get them anywhere. Amazon probably sells KleenFlo stuff. KleenFlo. Anyways, and Beaver, I was going to tell you, we're going to get some merch from KleenFlo.
Right on.
And I'd like to do some unboxing.
Oh.
Unboxing right on the air.
I am actually looking forward to that.
Right? An unboxing. I'm just going to, so anything I get from KleenFlo, merch-wise, I'm just going to leave the box here unopened until the episodes.
You know what I'd like you to do too is I'd like you to get don't just get a little knife to open the box. Get like a sword.
Oh, samurai sword.
Yeah, get a machete or something.
Something dramatic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like something over the top.
I would love to get a machete. I've never had a machete. I've borrowed a machete to clean my bush, the trail, and the bush behind me. And I'll tell you, those machetes are fucking great, man.
Yeah.
They really make you can clean up your yard quick with a machete.
And do you not feel when you got a machete in your hand, you just feel a little bit stronger?
Oh, fuck, it feels good, man.
It does.
It does. Hacking through a bunch of thick brush with a machete, and you're like, yeah, fuck yeah. Like, I don't mind. That's how you're supposed to go through thick brush is with a machete. Yeah. And then if all of a sudden a coyote comes out of nowhere,
you're defended.
Yeah, and you're like, come here. I don't give a fuck about you, coyote, because I got a machete. I'll chop your fucking dick right off.
I don't care.
Pete, honey badger doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. I don't care. I am the honey badger.
I don't care who you are, Kev. If you've got like an oversized sword in your hand, all you can think of in your mind in that moment instantly is, what if? What if?
Yeah.
I'd like to see what if this happens.
What if I was a pirate and just had this thing and I would just smash fucking Paris' head right off?
I'm not gonna lie to you. When you just said that, okay, all the movies that I watched as a kid, my version of a pirate is they all pulled out like a fucking 6-foot sword, right? That's real skinny and a real nice handle on it.
Yeah. Oh, that kind. The Inigo Montoya kind.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, I wouldn't want that.
You got the Game of Thrones sword?
Yeah, like I'd want a fucking dagger, like like a Rambo style.
Yeah,
I don't want a fucking
with a compass.
Yeah, with a compass. I always think of a pirate sword as the ones that are kind of like curved, and then they got maybe that's the Aladdin sword or something like that.
Which
is that one? That big, the big one I'm talking about? It's got a curve
on it.
And it looks huge like that. That one, I think, that would be my favorite sword. I think that's what I'd go for.
I guess what I was portraying is like in a pirate movie, you know how usually the British are fucking against the pirates or like some fucking royalty?
Yeah,
and they got that little fancy little fucking toothpick that's really long.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, that's gay.
That's a fencing sword or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know about that one. Like, if I wouldn't use that one either, I'd want more something that looked like it's gonna like really take your head off.
Well, I'd honestly,
It's heavier. You can't maneuver with it. The other guy's gonna just stab you in your organs. This one will kill.
Yeah,
like one big swing.
My childhood memory of a big sword, and
true.
you guys might remember, is the movie, the Robin Hood movie of the 90s when Kevin Costner was Robin Hood, and the black dude that was with him, Morgan Freeman at the time.
Yeah.
And he had that fucking, it was like a plate of, it was like a fucking, like it was like this wide, but it was really thin, and it was like exactly, had a curl to it.
Oh, yeah? Morgan Freeman had that one?
Yeah, I almost want to fucking pull it up.
He was a mooer in that one, right?
And then he was like his confidant, like his follower.
Who played the girl?
In
that one.
It's bothering me now, actually, that you said that.
But that movie was Bryan Adams.
Everything I Do.
Yeah. I do it for... That was like a movie that was like, that was pretty weak, Beaver.
Heard at weddings.
I know, but I was fucking 5 years old when I watched it. Like, it was a big deal.
You were...
I agree with you, though.
You have less testosterone because of it.
1991 it was.
I thought, and he didn't even try to be British or nothing. Like, he just, like, played it totally American. Like Kevin... Like, Robin Hood's just living in Sherwood Forest, Utah.
It was Morgan Freeman.
Just getting ready to build a baseball diamond.
Yeah.
Maybe a ranch.
It was Morgan Freeman, too?
Yeah, look, there's the fucking sword. Look at that fucking thing.
Let me see. Oh. Right. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The big curve on it.
Big curve on it.
Big hook.
Yeah, it's got to be some sort of Middle Eastern thing.
Like, that looks like it would...
Alibaba or something.
Yeah,
you know,
it would take a head off.
Yeah, those are the things you'd use to, like, to behead someone.
Yeah.
Or kill a fox.
Or kill a fox, yeah.
But, like, it's even got that little on the fucking top.
What would you eat first? A coyote, a fox, or a skunk?
Fox.
Why?
Because coyotes are scavenger hunters. So their stomachs full of shit.
Yeah.
And you said skunk?
Skunk.
Grubs, right?
Yeah, I just can't do it.
Yeah.
Can't do it. And a fox is gonna...
That's a carnivore, though, right? Too.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe, but actually the skunk eats bugs, you said. Yeah, what about if throwing a possum in that mix? Now, would you eat the opossum?
No, I wouldn't. You know why? Is because they eat ticks.
Yeah, but you're
hungry. I would want to kill it.
You want it to live.
I would want it to live because it's going to eat shit that's going to kill. Like, you get
you
get stuck in the bush, you get all ticked up, you're fucked.
Isn't that weird, though, when the possums first came to this area, they said they're an invasive species, so they're supposed to be not this far north, and then they ate all the turkey eggs, remember? And then we didn't have wild turkeys around here anymore, and then they said it's because these goddamn opossums came up and ate all the turkey eggs, and now we don't have turkeys. And now we have tons of possums.
And tons of turkeys.
And we have tons of turkeys. It's because everything just kind of evens out.
Lots of ticks.
And the tick. Oh, actually, did they kill the possums because of the turkeys for a while?
I don't know.
Or do something so that they wouldn't eat the turkey eggs? I don't know. But anyways, we have possums and turkeys, and now we have a big tick problem. And I think maybe the possums came up for the ticks though, because there's lots of food.
I don't see a lot of possums anymore though.
Yeah, I don't see them. I do see them in the neighborhood here.
Really?
Yeah, I see a possum.
Well, you guys are kind of like a little village in the bush, right? So you would.
Yeah, you know that cartoon Over the Hedge?
Yeah.
That's kind of like what what Pine Grove's like.
Yeah, it is.
Because I see it I see a lot of different wildlife in this subdivision.
Like your subdivision, any given time could have multiple deer run through the subdivision. Like
I've seen deer right in my yard. Like, yeah,
which is not normal for a quote unquote subdivision.
Yeah,
right.
To have a deer in your backyard, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
And then you also have a factory in your backyard.
And then fox, coyote, skunk, raccoon, possum.
Skunk are the worst. Oh,
snakes. Fuck. What other kind of animals have I seen that are cool? Turkeys.
Porcupine?
I have not seen porcupine. Not this far south.
No, I haven't.
I saw it when I went to Muskoka, though. It was huge. Yeah. Huge. You don't know how big those fucking things are.
Really?
Oh, man, it was big.
I seen one.
And they don't care at all.
Is it all spike or is it all fucking?
Well, the spikes are all kind of like combed back. Like they're all like kind of like pushed back. Like, you can see they don't go all the way down.
They're like Sonic the Hedgehog kind of thing.
Yeah, like my hair today because I didn't do anything with it. It's just kind of sticking up. But they're trying to put it down, but it still comes popping up. You know, like that. So, so I don't know how much their actual body is, but they're still they're sizable, you know, like they're like more like a big boar. Oh. Then you think they'd be more like a raccoon or something, but they're way bigger than a raccoon.
Bigger, eh?
Anyways, yeah, and they don't care about anything else in the forest because
they don't have to.
They don't have to. They're well protected, so they don't. If they see you, they don't really care about you either. They're just going to keep doing whatever they were doing anyway.
I think they're just doing their own thing.
Yeah, which is kind of cool because when you see them, you can watch them for a while, and they're. I can't believe how big they were. Anyways, I saw 3 animals this fall that were all just oversized, and I saw them out of context. 2 in the forest right behind me. One time I saw this thing that looked like a kangaroo, but it was just
jackrabbit.
It was a jackrabbit. It was so big though.
Those fuckers, man, they'll get 4. If you hold them by the ears dead, they'll fucking go 4 feet touching the ground.
Like this thing was huge. Like it was that's what I mean. It was a real big one, and so when you scare one of those things out of the forest, you're like, "What is that thing?" You know. And then the other time, I thought I saw an ostrich, and it was just a turkey running through the forest, but it was a big tom, and the way it was running and stuff, it was really stretched out. You know?
And if they're trying to, if you flustered it and it's trying to get to the top of a tree.
It took off too, it did.
Their fucking wingspan will look like they're fucking. You don't want to fucking hit turkey with a car. Let's put it that way.
No, we had one time I was going down the road and a turkey flew across the road right over the hood of my truck.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if we would have hit that with our windshield, I don't know if we would have made it.
No, I would take the windshield out.
Yeah, I would have, because that thing is a heavy bird, man.
Yeah, it's a 50, 60 pound bird, right?
I can't believe they can fly.
Yeah, you wouldn't think it. They only do when you piss them off, though.
Yeah, and they sleep up in trees.
Yeah,
so they got to get up there somehow.
Yeah. Hey, back to
WKRP though. They didn't fly. You ever see that episode?
No.
Where they throw the turkeys out for
out of a helicopter?
At a helicopter for a Thanksgiving giveaway.
No way.
And then it just ends up being like a bombing of all these people in a park with the turkeys.
Live turkeys.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, they threw live turkeys out.
That would be a bomb hitting the ground. They're not. They can't just fucking fly. They're not a bird that can just. They're not like other birds that can just fall and start flying.
Big red splat.
Yeah.
Oh shit! That just made my night.
That's how it ended.
I can picture what you're saying.
The episode ends with the boss of the radio station and the marketing guy who came up with the plan. They come in all disheveled and they sit down and they go, "As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly." That's how the episode ends.
Yeah, they can, except they have to want to fly.
Oh yeah, I got to do the feedback.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you gotta get back to your feedback.
So we got, I gotta say, we had a lot of people give us a lot of nice messages and cards and gifts for the 400th, and thank you to everyone that's done that. I'm gonna read this one message from our Diamond Club member, Emil Van Steeg, from Australia.
Oh shit, you got something from him?
Yeah, we've been talking back and forth, and I've been telling him I'm going to get him something for being a Diamond Club member because it's about time I give my Diamond Club listeners some sort of reward. So I got some surprises planned for all of them. I just have to reach out to one more Diamond Club guy to get his shirt size, but I got some shirts going out and new T-shirts, and it all is because we have a new Dutch Hall shop. It's up on my website. It's got all kinds of different T-shirts, posters, different merch going up every day. So go look for the Dutch Hall website. It's on. I'll put a link on on our website and also on PeteVanDykeComedian.com. That's where it lives.
That'd be cool, Pete, is if on your shirts you start throwing like a patented Dutch Hall phrase on the back.
Oh yeah,
like just a quote, I don't know. I'm just
Dutch Hall fact.
Yeah,
like rooster sucks balls.
Yeah.
Have ideas.
Oh shit!
So I can do a whole Haitian dwarf line of T-shirts. I can do a whole. I never have to make any of them. I just have to design them, and then if someone orders it, then they make it.
Yeah.
Right.
Nice.
So that's what I like about the shop. If I have an idea for a shirt, we can just make the shirt.
Fuck yeah!
We can have a whole show where we just come up with T-shirt ideas, and then the next week I make them, and then they're for sale for people.
Fuck yeah! That'd be cool.
Or like, I think we should do a shirt with like, where you just draw a picture of a beaver, or you have a picture of a beaver, but the beaver's got a huge cock on it, right? And then and it just says the Dutch Hall. It's a picture of a beaver with a huge cock, Oh, maybe it's a little beaver, with a huge rooster beside it, right?
Yeah, fuck yeah!
And then you just say the Dutch Hall, and then you know oh, that's a beaver with a huge cock. Yeah. That must be talking about Derek
or Dave.
What?
Or Dave.
Dave's just a huge cock, yeah. He's a rooster, yeah. Rooster. Yeah, well, we would do that one would be, who knows what he's doing now? I wonder what he's into now.
I can already visualize what I would want, the symbol I'd want to put on the back of the T-shirt.
Really? What is that?
I already know in my head, like a picture of, I already know.
Is it something to do with the show?
I'll leave it for the show.
Oh, okay, yeah. Design it. Well, I'll put it up.
Yeah.
Right now I got the Diamond Club shirt is actually on the Dutch Hall shop. You can't get it. You got to earn it, though. I put a high price tag on it so nobody would try to buy it. Right?
It's like that expensive bottle of whiskey on the top shelf at a restaurant that everybody's like, what the fuck? I'm never going to spend that. And then you just go to the bottom shelf.
Yeah. Actually, I knew the guy that had a winery, and the same thing. He had an estate wine. And most of the stuff he did from grapes he bought in, and then he'd make a blend and then make the wine that's marketable.
Yeah.
And he would just market it on a label he could sell. But then the estate wine he would put in a cellar, and then he'd put a price tag like $450 a bottle or something like crazy. And then he'd be like, I hope no one buys it because I don't even know if it's any good. I'm hoping to just show we got expensive bottles in our basement.
Right. That's what some people do, right?
And then if people do buy them, hopefully they don't drink it. Hopefully they just put it in their cellar to have it.
Look, this is what I bought.
Yeah. And then he goes, I don't even really think that stuff has to be good because no one's really drinking it. They're only buying the perception that it's worth a lot. And it's exclusive.
I always wondered that.
And then they don't use it.
I always wondered that about really old. You know, it's a big deal with rich people. They buy fucking 100-year-old bottle of wine.
When do you drink it?
Are they just drinking vinegar?
I think that when it gets to that old shit, unless it's stored absolutely perfectly and the cork defied physics and shit,
right?
But it's gonna taste like a little bit vinegary. It's going to taste awfully like cigar boxy and like woody, and it's not gonna be a good tasting stuff. Every old wine I've ever drank, and I've drank a few
old ones.
Yeah, because I used to do a lot of work with wineries, so I've been on a million wine tours.
Oh, really? So they, throw you a bone. Hey, Pete, we'd like you to try this.
Yeah, try this really good old stuff, and you're like, okay. And then you try it, and you're like, ugh, that's the worst of all of it.
I'll be honest with you, with whiskey.
It's like Scotch.
Yeah.
It tastes like Scotch. It tastes like the stinkiness of Scotch, of bad Scotch, I guess.
I'll be honest with you, I've had lots of different kinds of whiskey, and I've had 40-year-old and fucking 10-year-old. The 10 and 15 is kind of normal, and then I've had 20-year-old. I'll be honest with you, the best, a nice 18-year-old.
Really?
Oh,
I thought it was going to be like a nice brand new Seagram's 83. It's perfect.
18-year-old fucking whiskey. I think is the taste of it, anyways.
We should
Whatever
isolate
that bourbon I had from the 400s party was.
Yeah, you said you were loving that.
Yeah, I'll have another shot. I'm actually kind of like looking forward to having a shot of that.
What was her name that gave that to you? That was Doug's girlfriend, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Doug's girlfriend. I think
She
her
was
name
really nice.
is Brittany,
Yeah.
but it could also be Courtney
But-
or Tiffany or one of those at ease.
That was a nice gift.
Brittany.
Like
She loves good booze.
She didn't just give you a bottle. She gave you like her that looked like her favorite.
Yeah, she said she really loves good booze. So, and she got all big and boozed that night. She got really boozed up. I had to carry her inside.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it was all good. Yeah, it was really generous of her. Anyway, so a lot of people did nice things for my 400th, and our Diamond Club member Emil from Australia, he sent me a message, and I told, oh come on, Peter, no. Okay, he says. Happy 400th, by the way. Want to say I've heard them all, because if I like a show, I go right back. However, I'm not sure if all were free to get 4 and a bit years ago. Yes, they were. I've never charged anyone for my shows, so you've probably heard them all. It was a bad time for me personally, and a lot of shit, but I got through it, and definitely know your show and the band were helpful just by entertaining me a lot. Thank you. Looking forward to the show and the next 400. So anyways, I just wanted to read that, even though I did it without my glasses, so therefore I sounded like I couldn't read it all.
Right.
I sound like Kid Rock reading in that Joe Dirt movie. I don't have glasses on. But anyways, the point of that is that as many times as I get a message like that from somebody who says, you know, like, you got me through my divorce, or you got me through a tough time, or you got me through like this dark part of my life for my show, I just wanted to say if you feel that way seriously about my show, I want you to know that I feel that way about you guys feeling that way. You know, that it makes it completely mutual, and we're even. You know, like for sure, because
That was a genuine comment that he made there.
Yeah, like, and this is a person that lives halfway across the world. You know,
Yeah,
I've never met him.
Nope.
In my entire life, never met him.
Sleep on his couch one day though.
100%. I don't doubt it. And same goes. If he showed up in Pine Grove one day, I would be fucking tickled to see the guy. You know?
fucking A.
Yeah.
You know, I'd let him live in my house. I don't care. You know, like because it seems like us doing this stupid shit where we drink in a pool shed and put headphones on and sometimes say really fucking dumb things. The people that do get it and that it resonates with and that it helps them through whatever they're going through in their lives, makes it worth
Every minute
of it. You know, like that's why we do it. You know, it makes it makes me confident that we're doing the right thing. So when you reach out and give me a message like that, it really does make me appreciate all listeners out there, because for the ones that actually have the gumption to go and send a message at livefromthedutchhall@gmail.com, or reach out on Instagram or Twitter or anything like that at Dutch Hall. For those people, there's for every one of them, there's like probably 20 that think it but don't write it.
but don't write it, because it does take a lot to make.
Maybe even 100. You know.
It does take a lot to express your feelings socially on the internet these days.
And then you might think, where do you sound like a jackass when people...
Right.
Yeah. Like
Right.
how many shows do you like? You listen to Barstool, don't you?
Oh yeah.
That you're a big fan. How many messages have you sent them?
0.
Yeah, right. But
I've only sent.
have you had an opinion on anything they said?
I've only made.
Right.
I've only sent like a message like what you just read. to one person on social media. One time.
Yeah.
Like,
it takes a lot to do it, though,
it
right?
It does, because you also want to say the right thing.
Yeah, I've done it too, and I've got them unanswered by people. And I felt like it was like, I really like what you did, and I'm going to send a message because I felt like so strongly about it. And then you send it, and it goes nowhere, and you're like, maybe they read it, maybe they didn't. You know, like they probably got a lot of people, whatever.
Because it's that instinct, that feeling you get right there. You just said it. That's the worry as a listener you get, right?
Yeah, but I'm telling you on the other side of it, maybe because our show's not like super popular or nothing, but is like when people do reach out, it means a lot. It helps us keep going. It's the reason why we still do this thing.
Gets us all jacked up.
And guys like KleenFlo coming back to support us in that. By the way, we have a budget now, so we got to start talking about what we're going to spend our money on.
Yeah.
Because this is the first time where I got an actual budget. We can't do a heck of a lot.
Is there
but we have
is there a budget for cigarettes and whiskey?
We're not there yet, but KleenFlo in the past has taken requests like that. So if you make them known on the show,
Demore Mellow King size.
You never know what he's going to send. It's an unboxing.
Yeah.
So Matty all of a sudden decides, I'm going to send merch, and you open it up, and it's got a fucking carton of Demoriers in there.
Yeah, buddy.
I will gladly promote the fuck out of KleenFlo if there's a pack of cigarettes in that box.
You're saying a pack?
Yeah, just a pack.
Just a pack. I'll take a carton, though.
Yeah, well, I don't
Maybe
know.
a nice lighter.
You throw it out to the universe, Beaver, and see what happens. That's one thing that we've gotten away from on the show.
Yeah.
Remember when we just said, hey, send us all your booze, and booze just showed up here?
Yeah.
That is crazy, but that happened.
Demore Mellow King size.
You guys talking about sour keys, and I brought them to a show.
Yeah. Really, it was you.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. You send it out, and the next thing you know, guys showing up with whatever.
I'll take a nice KleenFlo lighter.
Ooh,
like a which is possible. Like saying a pack of cigarettes is a little offside.
I'll take a blowjob and a meatball sub. What? I don't think KleenFlo's going to give me that.
No.
Maybe the meatball.
Where are you going to get a meatball sub? What? Sorry.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy's got meatball subs.
Hey, buddy. Actually, everyone got meatball sub. I could never eat a real meatball sub. It seems like it's going to be too heavy,
and it's going to fall apart.
Yeah,
it's gonna be. It's a two-hander for sure.
Yeah, is it a cheap one though? Is meatball sub like on the same price as the assorted?
I never gave it a chance because I don't want a sub shops meatballs.
That's right, because they're not good enough meatballs.
No, they're just fucking out of a box.
Anytime you get ground meat as the ingredient, you have to be skeptical as to what that meat is. And most likely, it's not what you think it is.
Well, I heard the other day about the fucking patties that McDonald's, like
the pink slime.
Like no, the fucking like the cows that they use to make the patties for your Big Mac is like the fucking bull that does no longer want to jump on the fucking cows, like.
Oh yeah, like old dairy cows.
Yeah, the old dairy cows and the old bulls. Like you get it ain't AAA. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it's not.
It was AAA when it was born. Fuck, it ain't AAA after 20 years of fucking other cows.
Yeah.
Strong hips though.
Yeah, strong hips.
I'll tell you.
Got to go to old Pitchfork marking his fucking hip from being stabbed a million times.
Get off her.
I don't mind. I still have a weakness for a nice old McDonald's a double cheeseburger.
I have a weakness too I had a Big Mac the other day. Big Mac meal.
Me too. Yesterday, first time because it was on sale. It was on sale. It was cheap. It was one of the cheaper sandwiches.
They put a Big Mac on sale.
Yeah.
What was it instead of I had
$4.99.
I had a Big Mac meal the other day. It was like fucking $12 for the meal. I'm like,
I know.
It is 15 cents worth of food.
So yeah,
that might be true. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that Big Mac seemed a lot smaller than it did when I was a kid.
No shit, eh?
Yeah,
man, the fucking patty's way thinner. They're fucking thinning that shit out. There's so much. You look at a Big Mac now, it's all bun.
Doesn't look like the picture.
Well, this is it. I'm gonna say this a zillion times, and I'll keep saying it for the rest of my life. these corporations are like AI robots. They're programmed to do one thing: make more money this quarter than last quarter.
Yes.
And they got to keep going. So what happens? Hey, heads will roll if we don't make more money this quarter. What can we do? Well, we have to cut costs or raise our prices.
Yeah.
Well, people don't want prices raised,
So
we got to cut costs.
Take a gram out of the patty.
A gram out of patty. What if we used half as much lettuce? What if we took a bit of what if we made the bun thinner? What if we made it smaller? What if we just took a little bit of circumference out of the...
Take a poppy seed off that.
I tell you what,
Yeah, it goes like that, and then every quarter they take one more thing away until you start to notice it.
Oh, yeah.
And they do the same thing with their employees.
You want a good burger around here? Stubby's Dairy Freeze in Delhi.
What?
Oh, yeah?
Stubby's Dairy Freeze in Delhi. You had one of those burgers?
Which is that? The one, right? The rare Dairy Freeze. I never heard the first Stubby's part, but the Dairy Freeze is a good burger. Yeah,
they're homemade. Pete, you've had them, eh?
Yeah, they're great. Everything's good there. The food's really good.
Oh, dude, it's a homemade patty. I don't know what the fuck he's putting on it.
Chuck.
They have a Big Mac, the Big M burger.
Yeah, so they have
which got like 1,000 ounce on it.
Like
yeah,
Dougal's.
So it's their version of the Big Mac, and it's fucking good. Eh?
It is good. It's way better than the Big Mac.
They have a bunch of different kinds of poutine too that are good, but they're heavy.
Yeah.
Like it's a coucher after. Like you gotta fucking hit the couch. But they're fucking their food's really good.
Nice sleep.
Like I'll gladly pay some money. Like I think their a bacon cheeseburger combo is like $14-15 with a pot.
But it's high end food.
But you're getting, and it's heaping pile of fries and a fucking good burger.
It's not the Admiral in Brantford.
And
the Admiral is fucking got everything else changed in that neighborhood except for the Admiral. You know that lasted.
Sturdy.
Nothing beats the Admiral. Like I've been to the Admiral at 2 a.m. a lot of times.
Garbage burger or whatever, right?
Oh
like,
fuck! And 10 pounds of fries.
Yeah.
And
Garbage bag of fries.
Oh man!
They would just take if you ordered a garbage. I don't know if it was a trash burger. I think it was a garbage burger, and they just take whatever's on the grill, right?
Yeah.
So you'd have a different. You and your buddy both order the same thing, but you both have completely different meals,
Right?
Because they just scoop whatever's on the grill and put it on the burger, right?
Yeah, and you get a little bit of
some
of
bacon,
extra bacon grease on there, and fucking
a little bit. Oh, that's a piece of pea meal.
yeah,
There's some fried onions on there.
Fish.
Yeah, yeah, a little piece of fish.
it's making my mouth water talking about that.
I know. I could go for a good greasy burger right now. Actually.
You know what else was a staple burger in the neighborhood back in the day? Still probably is a good old banquet burger at TP from Pops.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I remember that lineup. It'd be fucking 200 feet long. That lineup. I just fucking open the screen door. Hey Pop, get me a banquet.
Andy's drive through has good food too, right?
Oh yeah, that's my cousin owns that place.
Oh yeah.
Andy's Corners.
Andy's Corners.
Andy's Corners. Yeah, it's really good stuff.
Outside of Langton.
Yeah.
Yeah, outside Langton. Yeah, that's a pretty good place. They still give you can get pop in the bottle there.
Yeah, and their milkshakes are real good.
Yeah.
They do fucking wagon stuff too.
Like I mean,
Like they came to my brother's house, parked the wagon like for my
food truck.
Yeah, food truck for my nephew's birthday.
That's cool.
My brother got the truck to come, and it's a perfect way to feed everybody, and like everybody they pick what they want, have a burger and fry and fucking
No mess.
right in the driveway, and real nice food truck, nice paint job on it.
We have to end the show. It's long. We went really long.
It felt like it was 10 minutes.
It went. It wasn't. I think it's very late, so we have to end it. But what we have to say is, we got guests coming in. I got a whole bunch of things lined up for people to come in. I'm not ready to announce anything quite yet because people will cancel, and then it'll seem like I was lying. But I'm trying to get guests more booked.
You got shit planned.
And keep pushing forward with the show. I did like having music back, hearing Longhorns in here. So I'm going to try to have a lot more of that. Maybe do a lot more with those guys. And
Good dudes.
Yeah, they're good guys, and so I have, and we just got to see. I am moving forward on summer plans, but I'm not quite ready to get too into them. But we kind of changed path on the show, and but so we have some things coming up the next couple of weeks that hopefully we'll be able to tell you. So keep listening, and we should have some stuff to talk about.
We got a whole bunch of new stuff.
And until next week, I will see you, NT. See you next Thursday.
Hit it. I was heavy blabbering.
That's it.